Hello, race fans, and welcome to another Race Face Drive-In 5 here on raceface.tv. As always, I'm Jacob Seelman, rejoined by Matthew Laprade, who is trying to put a little bit of a tough weekend behind you because you've got a lot of good things coming up for you this weekend. I do want to look back for just a second. You got back with right foot down in your familiar number 18 Pro Truck over the weekend at Auburndale. Started with some pace, did not end well. Take me through what happened in the main. We've seen the onboard on your social media, but take us through kind of what happened leading up to, and then what happened in the crash there.
Yeah, so we finally got back in that truck after winning two in a row, and I thought we were gonna go 3 for 3. I don't know. I just had a feeling there, but yeah, we started the race, and I started on the outside. We had some good pace. We were able to get down, like you said, and we were able to just kind of hold a pace for the first 20 laps, and there was kind of a caution, and me and Jeffrey White, we got into it a little bit together. It was a racing deal, but we got it all sorted out and we were good. And so we were back up there, and the two cars in front of us were beating and banging off of each other. And the car on the inside kind of knocked that car on the outside a little bit loose. And that I tried to dive low as that car was diving low. And that car ended up hitting the tail of my car and kind of got it up on its side, up in the air. And I got it stopped before I hit the wall, and the door kind of got ripped off. And then Jeffrey White kind of came in at full speed and just hit us and hit us right back into the wall. But I mean, you can't really let that discourage you. I have two races this week, and I can't let that hold me down. I have to look forward now.
Just one of those moments where it was kind of all circumstantial, and not really too much in anybody's control, it looked like.
Yeah, it was just a racing deal. There's nothing really you could have done about that. And I mean, I don't know where else I should have gone, but obviously not there.
I know it's a little obviously disappointing to lose the point lead for the moment at Auburndale. I know Daniel and the whole crew is obviously going to be working hard to get you ready again for the next time you've got the pro truck at Auburndale. I mean, do you still have faith that this team can come back and rebound with the kind of speed that you guys have had previously?
Yeah, I definitely think we can. We can just come back. We gotta get that truck fixed before the next race, and I think we'll continue with our speed and our momentum and just be able to run consistent top fives, podiums. And I feel like if we're up there just battling, I feel like we still have a chance for maybe the points lead.
You mentioned look ahead, so let's do just that because you've got kind of a cool double duty weekend this weekend. You're racing at Pensacola Friday night in the Grant Thompson Pro Truck back in the 54. I know it's been just a little bit since you've been in race trim at Five Flags. What are your anticipations, expectations going into Friday night?
I always feel like we probably have one of the best cars there, and I know I'm capable of doing it. There's probably high expectations now that Grant just went out and won my truck and at Mobile, but I'm just gonna try to get my rhythm again, just qualify good, stay up front, obviously go for the lead if I can, and what happens happens.
You told me at the start of the year that qualifying wasn't necessarily one of your strongest points. Do you feel like you've been able to improve and really work on your qualifying pace over the course of the year?
Yes, sir, I do. I think there's certain tracks where we're still struggling a little bit, but then there's also those other tracks where we're good and we can qualify up front.
I know Auburndale this past weekend, not the best memory. This weekend, you're hoping to have a much greater memory. And I know you're excited about this, getting to make your debut in the Sportsman late model class at Auburndale. Obviously, with Daniel and all his people, you've had a few laps in practice getting ready for this Sportsman debut. What have you found in taking the car out and getting ready with it that you're having to do differently than what you've done in the Pro Truck?
Yeah, so those cars, they have the same motor. It definitely doesn't feel like they have the same motor. It feels like they have a pro motor in them, but they don't. But that those cars they drive so much better than trucks. So it's almost like once you can get rid of that truck line and that truck feel, that big heavy car feel out of you, then it's kind of just like kind of getting in your rhythm. Just find where you can make up the most ground.
What's your anticipation going into the competitive Sportsman debut Saturday night? I know you're a competitor. You always want to go out and try to win if the opportunity's there, but how much of this is about kind of learning the guys in that class that you're going to be racing against as much as it is, challenging to get every ounce of speed out of your own car?
Yeah, I would definitely say 100% is just trying to race people, trying to get comfortable in the car, trying to see where I can do. Because there's going to be a lot of fast cars out there. You're going to have Dodge Caliber, Tim's Hosio. My teammates are pretty fast, but I know we'll have a really fast car, and I'm sure that we'll be able to run up there.
Is this season and the fact that you've gotten to not only race in so many different classes, but with so many different teams, has that really been something that's kind of kept you energized and kept you motivated? Just that you've been able to do a lot of different things over the course of the season?
For sure, yeah. I mean, like I feel like if I go learn something from this coach, and then I go learn something in Houston, and I go learn something from Grant, all that kind of just falls in place, and you can take a little bit out of each one of it, and you can make it all work together.
Matthew, I know you're excited. Also know there's a ton of people and a ton of partners that help make all the stuff you've done this year possible. Why don't you give some shout outs and thank yous to all those people?
Like to thank the Friends of Jacqueline Foundation, Wade Tractor, Adrenaline Power Sports, Grant Thompson Racing, John Heil, Kirby Honeycutt Racing, Right Foot Down Motorsports.
Been a lot of fun to watch. I know we're excited for you. I know you're excited going into the weekend. Best of luck for both races, and we'll see what we have to talk about going forward out of them.
Yes, sir, I am. Thank you.
That's Matthew Laprade, as always. Again, I'm Jacob Seelman. This has been Race Face Drive in 5, and we'll be back with more next time on raceface.tv.